It's game of the week. And this week we are in Cleveland as the California Angels take on the Cleveland Indians. The California Angels are 4 games ahead of Minnesota and 7 games ahead of Oakland. Last night, the Indians beat the Angels in a doubleheader, winning both games. In the first game, California was leading 2-1. The Indians scored 2 runs in the bottom of the eighth to go up 3-2, but the Angels were able to tie the game in the top of the ninth. But in the bottom of the ninth, with 2 outs, Duke Sims hit a game-winning home run. That was another excellent pitching performance from Steve Hargan, who's been pitching very well since coming off the disabled list. And in the second game, Dean Chance started for the Indians. He went 6 2/3 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 2 and struck out 10. As the Indians defeated the Angels 10-1. Steve McGorry and Vince Colbert each had a decent relief outing, even though they had some trouble with their control. They looked pretty good otherwise. Earlier in the week, the Indians took 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee. The only loss was a pitching performance from Sam McDowell. He didn't make it through the second inning. Gave up 5 hits and he walked 5. That produced a local controversy when Indians radio broadcaster Bob Neal called that pitching performance disgraceful. And Indians fans weren't real happy about that, and the Indians players were definitely not happy about that. And Sam McDowell responded by taking shots against Bob Neal in the Plain Dealer. And this weekend, this will probably be the only game I telecast this weekend. I'm not feeling well again. And I'm not sure if I will do Sunday's game or not. I probably will not. And we're going to take a break for a moment. I have to get the game set up. Had a incident with the game where all of my stadium photo assignments were lost and they all have to be reset. So I have to make sure that I have the stadium up and running. So we'll be back with the start of the game. It's Cleveland Indians baseball. We're here for game number 131 for the Indians. It's August 29th, 1970. Today's game is between the California Angels and the Cleveland Indians. Eddie Fisher gets to start for California. He's made 2 starts on the year and is 10-3 with an ERA of 2.96. This is his first start against Cleveland. He'll be opposed by Rich Hand. He's made 24 starts on the year and is 9-10 with an ERA of 4.97. This is third start against California. He's 1-0 with a 3.46 ERA against them. It's 79 degrees. Wind speed is 13 miles an hour in from right field. So it looks like the wind is coming in from downtown and not from the lake. Starting lineup for California will be batting first, the second baseman, Sandy Alomar. Batting second, the left fielder, Alex Johnson. Batting third, the first baseman, Jim Spencer. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Jim Fregosi. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Bill Voss. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Ken McMullen. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Jay Johnstone. Batting eighth, the catcher, Joe Askew. Batting ninth, the pitcher, Eddie Fisher. And the Indians' defense will line up with Duke Sims at first base, Eddie Leone at second, Larry Brown at shortstop, Greg Nettles at third, Ted Uhlaender in left, Vada Pinson in center field, Roy Foster in right field, Ray Fosse catching, and on the mound, Rich Hand. Rich Hand's last appearance was against Milwaukee when he went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, gave up 2 home runs. Those were the only runs that he gave up. He walked 3, struck out 6. He's pitched 154 innings. He's given up 144 hits, but 34 of those are home runs. He is leading the major leagues in home runs allowed. He's walked 76 batters. He struck out 106. The opposition is hitting 249 against him. Leading off is the second baseman, Sandy Alomar, who's hitting 265, 1 home run with 29 runs batted in. And here's the first pitch. Strike 1 called. Low, ball 1. It's a grounder to third. Nettles has it to throw to first. 1 out. Here is Alex Johnson, who's hitting .338 with 6 home runs and 42 runs batted in. In my usual spoiler alert, Alex Johnson is a future member of the Cleveland Indians. All right, I have to manipulate the display a little bit. Like I said, all my displays got screwed up. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He hits a grounder to second. Leone up with it to throw to first. 2 outs. And here is Jim Spencer, who's hitting .270, 12 home runs, and 75 runs batted in. Jim Spencer hit a home run in the first game of last night's doubleheader. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's a grounder, back to the box. Hand up with it, throw to first, 3 outs. Nothing across for California in the first. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. The Indians' starting lineup will be Ted Uhlaender, the left fielder, batting first. Batting second to shortstop, Larry Brown. Batting third to catcher, Ray Fosse. Batting fourth to first baseman, Duke Sims, who's filling in for the injured Tony Horton. Batting fifth to center fielder, Vada Pinson. Batting sixth, third baseman Greg Nettles. Batting seventh, the right fielder Roy Foster. Batting eighth, the second baseman Eddie Leone. Batting ninth, the pitcher Rich Hand. And on defense, California has Jim Spencer at first, Sandy Alomar at second, Jim Fregosi at short, Ken McMullen at third, Alex Johnson at left. Stop. Allie Jr. is making one of her uninvited appearances in the booth. Jay Johnstone's in center. Bill Voss is in right field. The immortal Joe Askew catching. And on the mound is Eddie Fisher. Eddie Fisher has a record of 10-3 with 3 saves. He has an ERA of 2.96. In 85 innings pitched, he has given up 82 hits, 7 of those home runs. He has walked 31 and struck out 51. He is a knuckleball pitcher, and he was with the Indians in 1968 when they were making a run for the pennant. Before that, he had been with the Giants, the White Sox, the Orioles, and he went to California last season. Here's Ted Uhlaender, who's hitting .309, 11 home runs, and 50 runs batted in. The 3-0 pitch, ball 4. Oh, come on. Come on, you're on the court. You're on my court. Oh. First walk of the day given up by Fisher. And here's Larry Brown, who's hitting .259, no home runs, and 16 runs batted in. Come on, lay down. He's hitting .275 in August. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2 called. Ball 1. Low, ball 2. It's base hit in the left field. Johnson's up with it. Uhlaender will hold at second. Here is Ray Fosse, who's hitting .314, 20 home runs, and 65 runs batted in. He needs to have a lot of young talent this year, and Fosse might be the most exciting of the young players. He tipped it. Strike 1. Ball 1. He is 7th in the league with a .314 average. And he's hitting .316 against California. High, ball 2. Strike 2 called. It's grounded to short. Fregosi only plays the first. He throws him out. 1 out. Uhlaender moves to third, and Brown takes second. He needs to have 1 out, runners on second and third. Here's Duke Sims. Hitting .269, 19 home runs, and 53 runs batted in. He won the first game of last night's doubleheader with a 10th inning home run. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That was high, ball 1. Strike 2 called. It's fly ball to right field. Voss going back. It is gone. Home run, number 20 for Duke Sims. And the Indians take a 3-0 lead. Here is Veda Pinson, sitting .276, 24 home runs, 97 runs batted in. There are rumors this weekend that California is in talks to make a trade with the Indians to acquire Pinson for their stretch run in September. It was reported that Pinson's wife and kids left early to go back to their home in Oakland because they don't like living in Cleveland, and Pinson himself would be happier with a trade to a team on the West Coast. Here's a 2-1 pitch. It's a fly ball to center. Johnstone going back. That one's gone. Home run number 25 for Pinson. 4-0 Cleveland. Whether Pinson himself is unhappy in Cleveland, he's having a good season with the Indians. Here is Greg Nettles hitting .241, 25 home runs, 65 runs batted in. The 1-2 pitch. He hits a base hit in the left field. And here is Roy Foster, the rookie right fielder. He's hitting .260, 18 home runs and 60 runs batted in. He's hitting .194 against California. Swing and a miss, strike one. It's a liner to third. And McMullen is right there and makes the catch. 2 outs. Here is Eddie Leon, who's hitting .250. 11 home runs and 58 runs batted in. Leon has appeared in every game for the Indians this season. High and tight, ball one. He looks at strike one. Low, ball two. Too low, ball three. It's one back to the box. Fisher throw the first. 3 outs, but it's a big inning for Cleveland. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 1 left. We played 1 in Cleveland. It is the Indians 4, the Angels nothing. Angels aren't playing bad ball right now, but Minnesota's coming on strong. And Oakland is still there, looking to come in too. Minnesota's 4 games back right now, and Oakland is 7 games back. The Indians are in second place in the East, and even though Baltimore has been faltering recently, the Indians are 10 games out, but a second place finish would be great for Cleveland. In the NL West, the Cincinnati Reds, they've been scuffling as well. The only one of the first place teams right now that's playing well is the Mets in the East. I think they have a six or 7 game winning streak. Here's Jim Fregosi. The 0-2 pitch. It's a fly ball. Left field. Uhlaender back to the track. And he's got it. 1 out. Here is Bill Voss, who's hitting .220. No home runs and 18 runs batted in. The 1-1 pitch. It's a base hit in the right field. Voss is looking to take second, but he holds at first. Here is Ken McMullen. Came over from Washington in the trade that sent Aurelio Rodriguez and Rick Reichert to the Washington Senators. Ted Williams was anxious for the Senators to acquire those 2 players, and he was sad that they had to give up McMullen, who is one of his favorite players, but he knew that he had to give up something decent to acquire something decent. Mullen came up with the LA Dodgers, and he went to Washington after the '64 season, along with Frank Howard in the trade that sent Claude Osteen to Los Angeles. Fouls it back. Fosse's going back, but it makes the seats. Strike one. Broke his bat on that one. Too low. Ball one. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hits a grounder to second. Leone to Brown at short. To first. Double play. A 4-6-3 double play. No runs. 1 hit, no errors. No one left. We go to the bottom of the second. It is Cleveland 4. California nothing. For Cleveland in the second, it will be Rich Hand, Ted Uhlaender, and Larry Brown. Rich Hand hitting .346, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. He is 18 for 52 on the season at the plate. He's one of the best hitting pitchers this season. Fly ball to right field. Foss is there, and he puts it away. 1 out. Here is Ted Uhlaender. He walked his last time up. Walked and scored. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Second walk of the game for Uhlaender. Here is Larry Brown, who's 1 for 1. He singled last time up. And he scored at the first. It's grounder to second. Throw to short. Throw to first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We've played 2 in Cleveland. It is the Indians 4, the Angels nothing. For the Angels in the third will be Jay Johnstone, Joe Askew, and Eddie Fisher. Jay Johnstone's hitting .243, 15 home runs, and 77 runs batted in. Last night in the first game, he hit the home run in that tied the game in the 8th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Looks at strike 3. 1 out. Here is Joe Askew hitting .249, 1 home run, and 41 runs batted in. Askew played with the Indians from 1963 until about the second week of 1969 when he was traded with Sonny Siebert to Boston in the trade that brought Ken the Hawk Harrelson to Cleveland. And he did not want to go to Boston. He threatened to retire. So they traded him to California. And he has been with the Angels since the end of April of 1969. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's fly ball to center. Pinson's there. He's got it. Dives. Makes a nice play. 2 outs. Here is Eddie Fisher. He is 0 for 7 on the season as a hitter. He has scored 1 run. No, Lefty Phillips is calling him back. And Chico Ruiz will pinch hit. Chico Ruiz is hitting .198, no home runs, and 1 run batted in. As pinch hitter, he's hitting .179 with 1 run batted in. Chico Ruiz came over to California from the Cincinnati Reds. In real life in 1969, I believe he was involved with the famous Black Cat incident against the Chicago Cubs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's a base hit in the left field. 2 outs. The Angels have a runner on first. Here is Sandy Alomar, who's 0 for 1. Grounded out his last time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Too high, ball 2. Ball 1. Low and inside, ball 2. Here's a fly ball to center field. Pinson drifts back, and he's got it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It is Cleveland 4, California nothing. Now pitching for California is Greg Garrett. He is making his 30th appearance of the season. He is 3-1 with an ERA of 1.83. In 64 innings, he's given up 35 hits, 2 of those home runs. He's walked 40 and struck out 44. This is his rookie year, and he's having a decent rookie year. Last year, his fellow relief pitcher for the Angels, Ken Tatum, was the rookie of the year. So they have another good young arm in their bullpen. It'll be Ray Fosse, Duke Sims, and Veda Pinson for the Indians in the 3rd. Here is Ray Fosse. He grounded out last time up. 2-1 pitch. It's fly ball to left field. Johnson is there, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Duke Sims, who's 1 for 1. He had a 3-run homer in the 1st inning. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. That was a little bit of chin music there. And here is Veda Pinson. He is 1 for 1. He hit a solo home run in the 1st. Fouls it back. Strike 1. Strike 2 called. Ball 1. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. And here's Greg Nettles, who's 1 for 1. He singled in the 1st. Fly ball on the right field line. Voss is after it, but it's foul. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Garrett. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We've played 3 quick innings in Cleveland. It is the Indians 4, the Angels nothing. And let's take a look around the league. Top of the 4th in Detroit. The Tigers lead the A's 3-0. That is Chuck Dobson, who a week and a half ago pitched a no-hitter against the Indians against Reed for Detroit. And the top of the 3rd in Montreal, the Reds lead the Expos 6-0. Johnny Bench hit his 41st home run for the Reds. That is Tony Cloninger against Bill Stoneman. And in the 4th for the Angels, it will be Alex Johnson, Jim Spencer, and Jim Fregosi. Johnson is 0 for 1. He grounded out to 2nd in the 1st. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is Jim Spencer, who's 0 for 1. He grounded to the pitcher last time up. The 0-2 pitch hits a liner to 1st. And Sims is right there. 2 outs. And here is Jim Fregosi, who is 0 for 1. Fly to deep left center. So a report that if Jim Fregosi, a good ball player, nice looking guy. If he played in New York, he would be one of the game's superstars. Well, with the gift of hindsight, he ended up going to New York, and that didn't really pan out. But he is 0 for 1. Fly to deep left center last time up. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Nothing across for California in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is Cleveland 4, California nothing. Fourth inning for Cleveland will be Roy Foster, Eddie Leone, and Rich Hand. Foster is 0 for 1. He lined out the third last time up. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Garrett is bringing some heat. He looks like he might be as fast as Sam McDowell or Steve Dunning. Here is Eddie Leone, 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. Johnson's after it. He's got it at foul ground. 2 outs. And here is Rich Hand, who's 0 for 1. He flied out to the right fielder last time up. The 1-2 pitch. It's a soft fly ball in the left field. Johnson is there, and he's got it. 3 outs. Nothing across in the fourth for Cleveland. We have played 4 complete innings. Indians 4, Angels nothing. Indians have 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They've left 2 on base. California has no runs, 2 hits, no errors. They've left 1 run on base. Cleveland scored 4 runs in the first inning. Runners on second and third. Duke Sims hit a 3-run homer down the right field line. And then Veda Pinson followed that up with a solo home run into left center. And that's the scoring that we've had so far. For California in the fifth, it will be Bill Voss, Ken McMullen, and Jay Johnstone. Voss is 1 for 1. He singled it last time up. He got the first Angel hit of the game. It's base hit in the right center field. Pinson throws it back in. And here is Ken McMullen, who's 0 for 1. He grounded it into a double play last time up. Sorry for my confusion. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's fly ball, left field. Uhlaender going back, it is gone. Home run, 2-run home run for Ken McMullen. And that cuts the Indians' lead in half. It is now 4-2. That is McMullen's 18th home run since coming over from Washington. Here is Jay Johnstone. The 1-2 pitch. It's fly ball to right field. Foster's there near the track, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Joe Askew, who's 0 for 1. He flied to deep left center last time up. Ball 4. Here is Greg Garrett. He is hitting .083. No home runs, no runs batted in. He is 1 for 12 on the season. He fields in at the corners. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Foul tip. Strike 2. He needs to move to halfway. Inside, ball 1. Too high, ball 2. Oh, ball 3, full count. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. And here is Sandy Alomar. He is 0 for 2 today. Here is Sandy Alomar. He's 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. 2 outs. Runner on first. Low, ball 1. Too high, ball 2. That caught the corner. Strike 1. Too low, ball 3. Ball 4. It's his second walk of the game. Here is Alex Johnson, who's 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. Johnson is having his troubles in Anaheim with manager Lefty Phillips. He thinks Johnson doesn't go all out enough. And Johnson is considered an enigmatic player who is very close-mouthed. Strike 1 called. It's a liner to shortstop, right at Larry Brown, and he's got it. But the Angels get 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is an official game. Cleveland 4, California 2. For Cleveland in the 5th will be Ted Uhlaender, Larry Brown, and Ray Fosse. Ted Uhlaender been up twice and walked both times. The 1-2 pitch. It's fly ball center field. John Stone is there, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Larry Brown. He is 1 for 2. He singled in the first and scored, and he grounded into a double play. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Here is Ray Fosse, who's 0 for 2. He grounded to shortstop and fly to left field. Checks a swing. They appeal. Nope, no swing. Ball 1. Strike 1 called. Hit 96 miles an hour. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. High and inside. Ball 2. It's a base hit in center field. Brown round second. And he'll hold. Runners on first and second. 1 out. And here is Duke Sims, who's 1 for 1. He hit a 3-run homer in the first and walked in the third. Fly ball down the left field line, but it makes the seats. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It's a base hit in the left field. Johnson's up with it. Brown rounds third. And he'll stop. He needs that bases loaded. 1 out. And here is Vada Pinson, who's 1 for 2. He hit a solo home run in the first. He's 3 for 27 with the bases loaded. So I believe that is 0.91 batting average. Strike 1 called. Fouls it back. Strike 2. Pinson's one of those left-handed hitters who hits all right against left-handed pitching. Duke Sims is the same way. Ball 1. Ball 2, chin music. Garrett's in the jam. It's a 2-2 pitch. Too low, ball 3. Little foul down the first base line. It's fly ball center. Johnstone drifts back. He's got it. Brown tags up. And Johnstone throws it into the cutoff man. Cleveland increases their lead to 5-2. Here is Greg Nettles. Sitting 242. 25 home runs, 65 runs batted in. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Ball one. It's a fly ball down the right field line, but it makes the seats. Too high. Ball two. Call. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. It's fly ball center. Johnstone coming in. He's got it. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They left 2. We played 5. It is the Indians 5, the Angels 2. Indians have 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They've left 4 men on base. The Angels have 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They've left 3 runners on base. Such, Rich Hand. He's thrown 90 pitches, and 60 of those have been strikes. Yeah, his strike percentage for the year is 63%. He's a rookie as well. He's having a decent rookie year. Here's Jim Spencer, who's 0 for 2. Grounded out and lined out. It's a 2-1 pitch. It's a base hit in center field. 5th hit of the game for California. And here is Jim Fregosi, who's 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout. Just below the belt, strike 1. Too low, ball 1. Strike 2 called. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 5 for Rich Hand. That's 1 out. Here is Bill Voss. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. That hit the inside corner. Strike 1. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. When I was in the Navy, I served with a gunner's mate whose last name was Voss. I don't know if they're any relation. Liner down the first base line. Foul ball. It's a fly ball to right field. Foster coming in. He's got it. 2 outs. And here is Ken McMullen, who's 1 for 2. He hit a 2-run homer in the 5th inning. Put the Angels on the board. Way off the plate, ball 1. Fly ball down the left field line, but it's foul. Too low, ball 2. It's grounded to third. Nettles is up with it to throw to second. And that'll do it for the Angels in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. They left 1 on base. Go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Cleveland 5, California 2. For the Indians in the 6th, it will be Roy Foster, Eddie Leone, and Rich Hand. Roy Foster is 0 for 2. He lined out and struck out. Ball 4. Here's Eddie Leone, who's 0 for 2. Grounded the pitcher and flew out the left field line. It's grounded to second. To Fregosi, to first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. And pinch hitting for Rich Hand will be Vern Fuller. Oh, Vern. Got hurt in spring training, and he's basically been the forgotten man on the Indians roster. He is 3 for 53 as a hitter with a .057 batting average. Has 3 hits this year. One of those is a double. He has 1 run batted in. It's a 2-2 pitch. It's fly ball to center. Johnstone is there, and he's got it. 3 outs. Nothing across. We have played 6. It is Cleveland 5, California 2. Coming in to pitch for Cleveland is another rookie, Rick Austin. He's making his 25th appearance of the year. He was called up on June 16th from Wichita. He has a record of 1-3 with 4 saves, an ERA of 5.19. 52 innings pitched. He has given up 66 hits, 13 home runs. He's walked 16 and struck out 43. Austin is a fastball pitcher, but he doesn't throw quite as hard as McDowell or Dunning. For the Angels, it will be Johnstone, Askew, and Garrett. Johnstone is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. And now is Joe Askew. Flied out and a walk. The 2-2 pitch. That caught the corner. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. Here is Greg Garrett. Well, it'll probably be a pinch hitter. Yep. They're going to send up Jarvis Tatum to pinch hit. Jarvis Tatum is hitting .217. He has no home runs and 4 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter, he is hitting .267 with 2 runs batted in. He had a couple at bats for California in '68 and a couple in '69. The 2-1 pitch. It's a base hit in the left field. Here's Sandy Alomar, who's 0 for 2. Ground out, a fly out, and a walk. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1. Too low, ball 2. It's a slow roller to third. Nettles to throw to first. It's a bang-bang play. And Alomar's safe. Alomar legged it out. So they have runners on first and second with 2 outs. And here's Alex Johnson. Ground out, a strikeout and a line out. But Johnson is always dangerous at the plate. Ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1. Called that one a little late. Strike 2. Ball 3. Full count. 2 outs. Ball 4. Here is Jim Spencer, who's 1 for 3. Ground out, line out, and he singled in the 6th. He hit a home run yesterday. He tipped that one. Strike 1. Fouls it back. Strike 2. Strike 3. No runs. 2 hits. No errors. They leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is Cleveland 5, California 2. And another quick look around the league in the bottom of the 8th in Detroit. It's Tigers 3, the A's 1. Mickey Stanley's 3 for 4 today. And now Roberto Rodriguez is pitching for Oakland, and the Tigers, another rookie phenom, somebody's bullpen, Tom Timmerman's pitching. Top of the 7th in Montreal, the Reds lead the Expos 6-0. Mike Marshall pitching for Montreal. Top of the 6th at the Astrodome, Mets and the Astros, no score. That's Gary Gentry against Larry Dierker. And top of the 4th at Comiskey Park, White Sox lead the Red Sox 4-0. That is Cal Kuntz against Tommy John. Now pitching for California is Dave LaRoche, making his 34th appearance of the year. He has a record of 2-3 with an ERA of 4.25. He's pitched 36 innings. He's given up 26 hits. One of those is a home run. He's walked 21. He has struck out 26. It's another rookie. Looks like the Angels got some good young pitchers. They got young Andy Messersmith, who's having some serious beefs with manager Lefty Phillips, similar to Alex Johnson, that Messersmith doesn't like the way that he is being used, and he is pretty vocal about it. And another spoiler alert, Dave LaRoche, future member of the Cleveland Indians. For the Indians in the 7th, it will be Uhlaender, Brown, and Fosse. Uhlaender is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field, going deep, going back. It is gone. Home run, number 12 for Ted Uhlaender. And the Indians take a 6-2 lead. Here is Larry Brown, who's 1 for 2. Single, grounded into a double play and walked. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. 1 out. Ray Fosse used 1 for 3. He singled last time up. It's a fly ball in left field. Johnson going back to the wall. It's off the wall. Fosse, he's at second with a stand-up double. That's his 15th double of the season. Here is Duke Sims, who's 2 for 2 with 3 runs batted in today. Hit a 3-run homer in the first, walked in the third, and singled in the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's base hit in the right field. Fosse comes up with it. It makes it to the wall. Sims rounds second. He's going for third. Slide. He's safe with a triple. And Fosse scores. It is 7-2 Cleveland. And here's Veda Pinson, who's 1 for 2. Hit a solo home run in the first and sacrifice fly in the 5th. He has 99 RBIs on the season. He's looking for RBI number 100. This could be it. Strike 1 called. That hit the inside corner. Strike 2. Base hit down the right field line. Sims scores. Pinson rounds first. He's heading for second. And he's in with a stand-up double. That's his 100th RBI of the season. Unhappy family or not, Pinson's having an excellent year with the Indians this year. His first year in the American League. 3 runs in for the Indians in the 7th. Here is Greg Nettles, who's 1 for 3. He singled in the first. Strike 1 called. That hit the corner. Strike 2. It's a fly ball to right field. Voss coming in. He's got it. And Pinson holds at second. 2 outs. Here is Roy Foster, who's 0 for 2. Line out, strikeout, and a walk. Fouls it back. Strike 1. Too high, ball 1. Too low, ball 2. Ball 3. It's fly ball center. Johnstone is there. He's got it. But the Indians get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They leave 1. We played 7. It is the Indians 8, the Angels 2. Indians have 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They've left 5 on. The Angels have 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They've left 7 on. Cleveland scored 4 in the first. Duke Sims hit a 3-run homer. And then he was followed by Vada Pinson, who hit a solo home run. As before the Angels even recorded the first out of the inning. No, I take that back. They had 1 out. Then at the top of the 5th, Ken McMullen hit a 2-run home run. Cut the Indians' lead in half. But in the bottom of the 5th, Brown walked. Fosse singled. Sims singled, loading the bases. Vada Pinson hit a sacrifice fly, scoring Larry Brown. That made it 5-2. And then in the bottom of the 7th, Uhlaender led off with a home run. Then Fosse doubled. Sims tripled, scoring Fosse. And Pinson doubled, scoring Sims. That made it 8-2, and that's where we are right now. In the 8th inning for California, it will be Fregosi, Voss, and McMullen. Fregosi is 0 for 3 today with a pair of strikeouts. The 1-0 pitch. Pops it up. Larry Brown takes charge. 1 out. Here is Bill Voss, who is 2 for 3. Has a pair of singles and a flyout. The 3-2 pitch. It's base hit in the right field. Foster is up with it and throws it back in. And here is Ken McMullen. He's 1 for 3. He hit a 2-run homer in the 5th. Outside, ball 1. Too high, ball 2. It's base hit in the right field. Foster is up with it. He has a little bit of trouble picking it up. And Voss will take third. So the Angels have runners on first and third. 1 out. And here's Jay Johnstone. Johnson is 0 for 3. He struck out twice and flied to deep right. Swinging a miss, strike 1. Fly ball down the right field line. Foster's after it, but it's out of play. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the 3rd strikeout today for Jay Johnstone. 4th of the game for Rick Austin. And here's Joe Askew, who's 0 for 2. Fly out, walk, and a strikeout. Up and in, ball one. That caught the corner, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. It's a grounder to short. Tosses to Leone at second, and that'll do it for the Angels. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They left 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is Cleveland 8, California 2. For Cleveland in the 8th, it will be Eddie Leone, Rick Austin, and Ted Uhlaender. Looking ahead to the 9th inning, it will be the pitcher spot. Alomar and Alex Johnson for the Angels. 6th inning at Comiskey Park, the White Sox lead the Red Sox 4-1. Eddie Leone is 0 for 3. Ground out, a deep fly out, and a double hit into a double play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to right field. Voss going back near the track, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Rick Austin. He is 0 for 8 on the season. 2-2 pitch. Swinging and a miss, strike 3. And here is Ted Uhlaender, who is 1 for 2. He hit a solo home run in the 7th, and he walked twice. Hits a grounder up the middle. Alomar to his right. He's got it. 3 outs. Nothing across for Cleveland. In the 8th, we go to the 9th inning. It is Cleveland 8, California 2. Coming in to play shortstop for Cleveland is Lou Camilli. He was up for a very short period in May when Heidemann and Brown were both hurt, but he never did get to a game. He had a good season at Wichita. He's over 12 this year. And last year he went 1 for 32, so he's 1 for 44 in his major league career. Here's LaRoche leading off. The 1-0 pitch. Hit a liner right to Leone. 1 out. Yeah, the Indians and the Angels both have some pretty worn out bullpens right now, and it looks like Lefty Phillips is I guess doesn't want to waste any arms in a blowout game like this. Here is Sandy Alomar, who's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. The 0-1 pitch. It's fly ball, left field. Uhlaender going back, and it's gone. That's a home run. That's home run number 2 for Sandy Alomar. It is 8-3 Cleveland, and Steve Mingori is going to start warming up for Cleveland. Here is Alex Johnson, who's 0 for 3. Ground out, strikeout, line out, and a walk. The 1-2 pitch. It's fly ball center. Pinson going back at the wall, and it's gone. Home run. Home run number 7 for Johnson. That's 2 home runs in a row. Ooh. That makes it 8-4 Cleveland. Here is Jim Spencer, who is 1 for 4. And it looks like Alvin Dark is coming out. Looks like that'll be all for Rick Austin. Coming in is Steve Mingori. He's making his 7th appearance of the year. He has a record of 0-1. He has pitched 6 innings. He's given up 7 hits, walked 5, and struck out 3. He has an ERA of 9.0. He pitched 5 shutouts in the Southern League this year. And here's Jim Spencer, who's 1 for 4. He singled in the 6th. Up, they're calling him back, and they're going to send up Billy Collins to pinch hit. Billy Collins hitting .209, 1 home run, and 3 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter, he is hitting .200, 1 home run, and 2 runs batted in. Collins has been around for a while. He's been with the Cubs, the Mets, the Milwaukee Braves, the Phillies, the Yankees, and the Angels. Strike 3. Fosse dropped the ball, and he had to throw to first for the out. The Angels are down to their last out. It is Jim Fregosi, who's 0 for 4. Fly out, a pop out, and a pair of strikeouts. 1-2 pitch. It's a line drive in the right field, and that is right at Foster. And that's the game. The Indians win it 8-4. Our totals, once again, the Indians, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Angels, 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Rich Hand gets the win. He is 10-10. And Eddie Fisher takes the loss. He is 10-4. Steve McGorry, he looked like he was battling a bad case of nerves his first couple appearances, but he is looking better now. There were 5 home runs in this game. No, 6. Each team had 3. McMullen hit a 2-run home run. Sandy Alomar hit a solo home run. Alex Johnson, hit a solo home run for California. Duke Sims hit a 3-run homer. Vada Pinson hit a solo home run, and Ted Uhlaender hit a solo home run. Angels left 9 on base. The Indians left 5. Star of the game is Duke Sims. He went 3 for 3 with a home run and 4 runs batted in. Time of the game is 3 hours and 9 minutes. And once again, our final score is Cleveland 8, California 4. Hope you enjoyed the game, and thanks for watching.